Greetings and welcome to today's Utopia Living Show. We have our very special guest, Tanya Sam.
Hello.
Well, Tanya, you are the CEO of Limitless Shot, which is, it's not an energy drink.
Our mission is to make you smarter.
I love it.
Far from an energy drink. We are about making you smarter, one smart shot at a time.
All right. And so tell us about this. I think it is so intriguing when I met you at Startup Chicks Mixer a few weeks ago to meet you and hear about this shot and hear about this drink. And it made me want some because I know you talked a lot about being very busy and needing to think as well as be productive. And I said, boy, that's me. And so
I get that a lot. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So how did this all come about?
Well, so basically my background is in genetics, cell biology. I did some research and then I went back to school to do another degree and I went into nursing. Wow. So I did oncology and neurology nursing for about 8 years. And it's such an interesting profession. I love what I do. But as you know about all parts of medicine, you really have to be smart and focused and at your mental best all the time. There's no room for mistakes. So, you know, we used to start every day, doctors, nurses alike. We'd come in with our big cups of coffee and we'd, you know, kind of cheers and go, I hope this makes me smarter. Or I hope this fuels us through the day. Right. And what we realized we were looking for, and I, you know, thought about this all the time, like, I want to be my best. But unlike energy drinks that I know you mentioned and other beverages, there was nothing out there that you could really consider a performance drink for people who think.
Right.
People who go to work, who are busy. You know, there's a lot of women out there in particular that are almost CEOs of households. So before 9 o'clock, they've made more decisions and gotten more people out the door before they even get to their job doing whatever business and enterprises they're running. So it was really important to me and to find something that could help me be better in whatever I did. And this spans to tons of people out there, just people who need to think, be smart and focused and clever. So I set out to reach out to my team of doctors, nurses, neurologists, pharmacists to formulate how we could make a natural, safe, and effective brain boost. So a lot of research went into this product, and it was really important. And it spoke to a lot of different audiences. So we took all their feedback and they said they wanted something that was delicious, something that was easy to take, fast acting, that you could pull out in a business meeting and people wouldn't say, hey, isn't that your kid's monster?
Right.
And that was also effective.
Right.
And, you know, it came in a really interesting time, and this is part of the start of where Limitless came from. I met my partner, and he was equally fast-paced, into computer, into technology, hacking, and, you know, this high echelon of smarts too, like kind of geeky, if you will. But they also were looking for the same type of thing. And on the other side, his friends were trying all sorts of other things, narcotics. Yeah, things that were effective, but they had high risk and side effects. So I was like, okay,
dangerous.
It really pushed me off the edge to find something that could be taken by all people, old, young, safe, and effective. So we started formulation, we did branding, we did testing, we did the different formulations to find out the most effective mix, and Limitless was born. Wow. And it's been a great ride. It's a great product. I get a lot of feedback from people like yourself that are like, I'm busy, you know, I'm running around, I need something. And it's in a 2-ounce little bottle, and you never would have thought. So really we are a brain vitamin. We have an energy infusion there that is subtle and slight, just to kind of help you be more productive in addition to that brain boost. Yeah, so that's kind of our story.
I think it's awesome, Tanya, because there are so many of us that are constantly on the go and very busy. And now that we are now in spring, I think a lot of people are revisiting those New Year's resolutions or revelations, and, you know, kind of, this is a good time to look back and say, you know, where am I in terms of my goals, and where am I in terms of things that I want to get accomplished? And so a lot of times we may have the vision, if we have the vision, but we may not have the clarity or the energy or the focus. And so life can be very overwhelming. So I think something that actually can give us energy as well as focus, you know, and you know that you're not harming your body. I'm very much a person that's into what's natural and what's healthy. And so although there are tons of different energy drinks out there, I would not touch them or go near them because they're known to cause heart palpitations and all kinds of other challenges.
And they're not doing for you what you want.
Right.
When you really, this is part of where Limitless came from. What we really want is something to help us think, something to help us be smarter, sharper. And, you know, with the natural aspect was extremely important to me because it's not just about right now in the moment. Limitless is also about supporting long-term brain health. So as we grow older, we age, it's inevitable that we're going to see some sort of mental decline. But if you are properly nourishing your brain, in addition to how we nourish our bodies, and we know how to do that now. All of us know how to eat right, take the right foods, exercise, but are we really paying attention to and addressing the needs of our brain? Absolutely. Which are, you know, it's easy to do, but it is the most important organ of our body, right?
Absolutely.
So it's important. And I think going back to what you said about our New Year's resolutions and wishes and visions, oftentimes we come up with a million excuses. We can't get it, we don't have enough energy, it's going to be too hard. So Limitless is about productivity and success. So if you have that little extra boost to say, okay, you know what, I'm focused today, I'm attentive, I'm at my best. Imagine all the things you can do.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that it has vitamin B's, B vitamins, folic acid. What are some of the other, vitamin C?
Vitamin C as well. So we've got the B vitamins in there kind of round out our balanced energy blend. Because we don't just want to give you energy right now. We want to give you energy that's sustained throughout the day. And that's really what differentiates us in our energy infusion from other products on the market. And the energy infusion for us is really secondary. What we're really passionate about is the brain boost. So we've got 4 proprietary blends, and our active neuro, deep focus, and our neuro support. And they all work in different ways. Basically, we work to increase neurotransmitters in the brain naturally so that you have more focus, attention, and memory.
That's awesome.
So there's ingredients in there like choline. Choline is one of the precursors to acetylcholine. So it's kind of like the more choline you have in your brain, it's like buying better gas. You're bathing your brain in love.
Oh, beautiful.
So it's sharper, it's more focused, and it works better. We do like that.
Yes. And you know what? I'm thinking about being in college and having to study and do an all-nighter for an exam. And back then, that was back in the day, they had Vibrant. So that was way back then. And I could not study. I could clean my house all night. I had busy energy.
You were jittery.
I was jittery, but I didn't have the kind of energy that I needed to focus with. So I definitely see the benefit, the huge benefit in something like your product.
And Naya, that's a great example because it's one of the big hesitancies about people taking different things with caffeine. You're not really focusing on what the need is. And in our lives, in the lives of students, professionals, you know, mom CEOs, whomever it is, you know, if it's a computer hacker, geek, whomever it is, we really want, it's the brain boost. It's about properly nourishing and giving your brain the right supplements and vitamins and minerals to help it maximize and optimize its function.
Love it. So, you know, I am so passionate about entrepreneurship, being a holistic lifestyle coach and entrepreneurial coach. I love the fact that you saw a need and you actually connected it with a solution and you made your vision a reality and you kind of created a power team. Can you offer any suggestions or any advice to any of those that are actually kind of sitting on their dream right now?
I will definitely say one of the most instrumental things for me in this process was having a hugely supportive and encouraging team. And it wasn't a whole bunch of people. I can narrow it down probably to my partner who works with me and, you know, my family. And what it was really about was giving me that push to say, hey, you've got this great idea. And it's not born out of like, oh, I think I can create this. It's a need and other people are speaking to it. Just do it.
I love it.
And,
so go ahead.
And it was just little bit by little bit. It's not, you know, you don't create a company overnight, but you just jump off the diving board and do little piece every day.
How long ago did this vision begin?
I have always wanted to be smarter. You know, I love school, I love education, and just that idea of I've always been a really hard worker, and if you work hard, things will happen. So I think it's definitely been in my nature. Actually understanding how we could supplement our brains and take different vitamins, minerals, antioxidants to fuel the brain came from my nursing background, working in neurology. So I knew it was there. It was just not applied in a way that was easy to take, that was portable, and with the messaging that, hey, we can be smarter. Let's do something about it.
So would you say that this has been brewing for 5 years, 6 years?
I would say that it was there. The idea was there. Putting the pieces all coming together, like you'd be surprised what's circling around your brain.
Right.
And just the one little spark to really ignite it into the right idea. So it was definitely there. It's just getting that kick to realize that you can do it and how to put the pieces together.
Well, Limitless Shot is definitely a brain booster, but I think in terms of seeing our dreams come to a reality, we need to surround ourselves with vision boosters.
Yeah.
And like you said, sometimes it is just really about being around select people that just kind of push you and elevate you and inspire you and believe in you. And that's one of the things that I think is so important in terms of just the life and the quality of life that we will live has a lot to do with who we surround ourselves with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm definitely grateful for that.
So it seems like from what you said, Limitless Shot has been on the shelf for about 1 year. You're in about 15 different retailers.
Yes, in the Atlanta area.
Okay. And how can people find your product or purchase it?
So we're in about 15 different stores in the Atlanta area, and we do a large number of sales at our online site. We're on Amazon, and we're also on our website, limitlesshot.com. We have a subscription service where you can incorporate Limitless into your lifestyle and, you know, really push yourself to lead that limitless lifestyle and live that limitless lifestyle. So with that said, you can have delivery service that comes to your house every month, and every day you start your day not only fueling yourself with your caffeine and your Starbucks, but fueling your brain.
Right.
So you can do both ways. And just for your segment, Naya, we have this card. And we usually give this out in person, but it is our Limitless Insider card. So you can go to our website and you can put in the code INSIDER and you'll get 20% off for all your viewership.
Awesome.
So that's on limitlesshot.com. And the code there again is INSIDER. We'll bring it real close for everyone.
Great. And what are a couple stores in Atlanta where people can just kind of go out and pick it up?
Savvy Urban Market. We're in Inman Park, which is down in the Highlands area as well. We are in, let me think of where else, some of the gas stations in and around the Georgia Tech area.
Okay.
Some of the coffee areas down there, Coffee Snob. So we're really in the downtown, midtown area and out here in Brookhaven, Buckhead.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, thank you so much. This has been great. And so I think what we can do now is, now that we've talked about brain boosters, we can go ahead and do a mood booster with our gratitude segment. Okay, so now we're just going to refresh our spirit. We're going to take a moment to just take a nice deep breath in with your heavenly aromatherapy spray made with lavender and vanilla. And you can spray that. And we'll take a nice cleansing breath in. We'll slowly exhale, and we will think about a boost for our spirit, something we're grateful for. All right. Smells good. All right, let's take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And again. And exhale. And one more with a nice slow neck roll to the right in a complete circle. Kind of loosen up those tense parts. And you can do some shoulder shrugs. And let's think about something that we are grateful for today, Tanya. And you can share first.
I am grateful for my team. My team is wonderful. They're supportive and they're kind and caring and attentive to my needs, and that makes me a better team member to them.
I love it. I love it. That made me think of actually how grateful I am for my team too. But I'm actually definitely grateful for this day. Just the beautiful weather, a beautiful spirit such as yourself, and just having a chance to meet more wonderful people as we talked about. I think that makes a huge difference in terms of the outcome of our lives. And so with that, I wanted to share a thought for today, which I read and thought it was perfect and fitting for as we talk about maximizing our brain function with Limitless Shot and maximizing our capacity. The quote is, "The only preparation for tomorrow is the right use of today." And I think that is so fitting because we want to make sure that we are effectively managing each and every day and our time and being good stewards of our time.
Perfect.
And it's followed with a scripture from Matthew 6:34 that basically states, "Therefore do not be anxious about tomorrow, for today will be anxious for itself." sufficient for the day is its own trouble. So I thank you for this opportunity to interview you, Tanya. And it has been a great time. You're really a lot of fun too. So it's been behind the scenes. Yeah. We've had fun over here. So
we'll have to do some like off-camera cuts.
Yes, that'll be cute. That'll be cute. So Tanya, tell me, to you, what does utopia mean? What is utopia to you?
My utopia is peace. Just like peace of spirit, peace of heart, peace of body, all of those connecting, and just waking up every morning with just a sense of peace. You're in the right place at the right time with the right people, and just trying to keep that balance as best as possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll make it a utopian day.